It's Good News with Gary, featuring University of Akron President Gary L. Miller.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited to welcome a very special guest today. Louis Adkins is a well-respected attorney and community leader in Akron, and importantly, he's chair of the University of Akron Board of Trustees. Louis is a graduate of UA's School of Law and a New York City native, and I'm excited for him to share his life story and journey to Akron and to hear about his vision for his term as chair of the board. Louis, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
It's good to see you again. So you got a great story. You grew up in New York City. How in the world did you get to Akron?
Well, some of my friends ask me that same question until they get here and see how beautiful Akron is. I got here, quite frankly, by a series of circumstances that were much to my benefit. Basically, when I decided after graduating from City College, working full-time in a variety of jobs, some of which were more interesting than others, decided to apply to law school. And among the law schools I applied to was obviously Akron. And Akron really just offered me the best deal. At that time, I had not been west of Jersey. So it was sort of foreign to me to be, this far west in Ohio. I had no particular family connections, but it's worked out real well, and I'm glad to be here. And it's been my home for well over 30 years.
So I know you understand the urban setting, and we want to consider ourselves an urban research university. So how would you counsel students about coming to an urban university for their university experience?
I couldn't imagine going to a university that's not within an urban community. I just think that having the kind of resources and cultural activities that are available in urban settings are indispensable to folks that are trying to find their way. And I think that's what universities are about, finding your way. And education, while important, and I think it's critical, having the kind of cultural and other kind of civic engagement is as important really as the educational experience that you get in you uniquely get in an urban environment.
Yeah, well said. So a lot of people may not know what you do for a living, and what's your job and where you work?
Well, I've been a partner at this great law firm, Rexel, for the last 23 years, which is hard for me even to say, although I just am celebrating today my daughter's 28th birthday.
All right, congratulations.
Which is still hard to say, and which makes me, I guess, old. So yeah. I still feel it, and it's all wonderful. But I've been at various roles at the firm, but essentially I do business law for a variety of companies in the energy, financial, and infrastructure space. I've been doing that for quite some time.
I know you're also involved deeply in a number of nonprofit and civic organizations in Akron. We like to encourage our students to serve, and what's your motivation for that?
It's really about my background, being raised by a single mom who really didn't have any formal education. She quit high school to have me at 16 and a half years old. And I'm the first in my family on either side to really go to college or graduate college. And I've always felt if I was lucky enough, which I have been, to achieve whatever success I have, that it's important not only to write checks to civic organizations that I think are important, but it's also critical to give back.
So you're chair of the Board of Trustees, which is you're appointed by the governor and now chair of that board, probably the most important role at the university right now. Tell us a little bit about your vision, where you think the university should go, and what your outlook of the future is for the
Well,
university.
Number one, I think we have an incredible administrative team led by you, Dr. Miller, and I'm not just saying that to be polite. I'm saying it because I think your vision is really our vision. And we want to make sure that from a board perspective that we support what it is that we jointly agree on. And I think what we agree on is that the university is a key asset in the community, and we need to make sure that it is accessible to folks like myself and perhaps many, many others that can change their lives by going through the process of getting educated and putting themselves in the job market. It is absolutely critical for this region to continue to grow, that we are successful at what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, one of the things that excites me about your tenure as chair is your belief in downtown Akron and the city of Akron, and how the university can be a key partner in all that. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, for too long, I think the university was a silo and the city of Akron thought of itself as a silo. Well, I think those days are over. And much to your, based on your leadership and those of us on the board that have a similar belief, Akron needs to become a university town in many ways. I'll just say it that directly. We are as important of a player in this community as any other company or organization. And it's really important that we start to work on the kind of partnerships that have been formed in the early stages with local government, state government, and business leaders around this region to advance our communities in the cultural and civic and business ways that uniquely a university can do.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Well, we just have a few more minutes, and I know you're a Zip sports fan, as am I. You have any advice for our athletic director, Charles Guthrie, right now? So
just win, baby, and share that wagon wheel with others. Okay,
that's right.
So go Charles and go team.
Lewis, I appreciate you being here, and I especially appreciate your leadership on the board. It's been great to work with you, and look forward to many more years. Before we go, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the break before the final push to commencement. And please join me soon again for another Good News with Gary podcast. Go Zips!